Good afternoon, everyone. I am Micaela Villafanye, and today I will be discussing about the natural language understanding. Here are the objectives for this lesson. First is we define what is natural language understanding. Second, understand the meaning of natural language understanding. And lastly, explain the importance of natural language understanding. So what is natural language understanding, or NLU? Natural language understanding means human language. The most common way that people communicate is by speaking or writing in one of the natural language such as English, Chinese, German, or French. It is defined as the comprehension by the computers of the structure and meaning of the human language using natural sentences. For example, have you ever asked, Alexa, what's the weather like outside? Or Siri, how is the traffic this morning? If so, you would have received a data-supported answer from your personal digital assistant. Just how can it understand that you are interested in knowing the weather in a specific location or the traffic on the exact route you are traveling every morning? The answer is NLU. Natural language understanding is an artificial intelligence-centered automation that enables voice technology like Siri, Cortana, Alexa, and Google Assistant to deduce what you actually mean regardless of the way you express it. As what I have said, natural language understanding is an artificial intelligence that uses computer software to interpret text and any type of unstructured data. NLU can digest a text, translate it into computer language, and produce an output in a language that humans can understand. Natural language understanding interprets the meaning that the user communicates and classifies it into proper intent. For example, it is relatively easy for humans who speak the same language to each other, although mispronunciation, choice of vocabulary, or phrasing may complicate this. NLU is responsible for this task of distinguishing what is meant by applying a range of processes such as text categorization, content analysis, and sentiment analysis, which enables the machine to handle different inputs. Let us now move forward to the history of natural language understanding. The program student, written in 1964 by Daniel Bovbrow for his PhD dissertation at MIT, is one of the earliest known attempts at natural language understanding by a computer. 8 years after, John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence. Bovbrow's dissertation, entitled Natural Language for Input and Problem-Solving System, showed how a computer could understand simple natural language input to solve algebra word problems. A year later, in 1965, Joseph Weizenbaum at MIT wrote ELIZA, or ELIZA. It is an interactive program that carried on a dialogue in English on any topic. The most popular is psychotherapy. ELIZA worked by simple parsing and substitution of keywords into canned phrases, and Weizenbaum sidestepped the problem of giving the program a database of real-world knowledge, or rich lexicon. In natural language understanding, meaning typically refers to a standardized format that a machine can understand or act on. Take a look at this sentence below. I would like to have a reservation at Radisson Blu Cebu on March 15 at 6 p.m. This sentence is an example of an unstructured utterance. So we have here the structured format of the sentence. The structure format is hotel reservation. The hotel is Radisson Blu Cebu. The hotel location is at Cebu City. The check-in date is at March 15, and the check-in time is 6 p.m. In principle, some users may find it helpful to see their speech translated into a structure. Although we are not aware of any particular applications showing standardized meaning for people with language disabilities. It is likely that it may be useful in many ways to translate text or speech to a structured representation and introduce it to the user. It may be helpful for individuals who have difficulties in interpreting written or spoken language in an assistive context. Let us now have the importance of natural language understanding. The field of natural language understanding is an important and challenging subset of natural language processing, or NLP. While both understand human language, NLU is tasked with communicating with untrained individuals and understanding their intent, meaning that NLU goes beyond understanding words and interprets meaning. NLU is even programmed with the ability to understand meaning in spite of common human errors like mispronunciation or transposed letters or words. Since people have different way of pronouncing words, we also have different accents, so it is the responsibility of the natural language understanding to decode what is being expressed on our utterance. And this also goes for written utterances. For example, you write on Google, "What is beautiful?" but you misspelled the word beautiful. Have you ever noticed at the bottom or below the search bar, you would see a sentence like, "Did you mean what is beautiful?" But the word beautiful is already corrected. So that is one of the tasks of natural language understanding. And that is the end of my discussion. I hope you are enlightened about what is natural language understanding, its responsibilities and tasks, and its importance. So, thank you for listening.